Hey everyone, my name is Wedge. Normally we have no idea what people are thinking when a new set enters the standard format, but this time is a little different. MTGOtraders.com is the biggest Magic Online singles retailer there is, and thanks to them I have a handy-dandy list of the top 10 best-selling standard cards over the last few weeks. In this video we're going to count down these cards to see what all the Magic Online players are planning. Ready to see the future? Me too. Now before we start, you want to win an entire collected company modern deck on Magic Online? Don't have Magic Online? I'll personally buy that for you if you win this giveaway. So click the first link in the description, subscribe on YouTube, or follow on Twitter. It's that easy, and the deck is worth hundreds of dollars. Can't go wrong. Alright, let's do this thing. We'll begin with number 10, Irrigated Farmland. This Amonkhet cycling land has garnered increased popularity thanks to the recent surge of Blue-White Monument in Standard. The Spirits-based control deck has gone undefeated in competitive Standard leagues for some time now. With this on the list, we might be seeing an increase focused on the archetype moving into Hour of Devastation. It's good to keep an eye out. Also, maybe this is a sign of more blue-white things to come. # foreshadowing. Number 9 is Prophetic Prism, probably a card you didn't expect to see, right? Prophetic Prism has found recent success in Grixis Colossus. The SCG Invitational winning deck list had a playset of the Prism. It's actually a super interesting deck, and I'm sure the jump in popularity has a lot to do with this list. Prophetic Prism functions as a mana-fixing rock and replaces itself in a deck designed around casting Metalwork Colossus as fast as humanly possible. Quite fascinating, to be honest. Clearly players are building it, so when Hour does release, look out for Metalwork Colossus. That could be a real thing we have to deal with. Coming in at number 8 is Sweltering Suns, the flexible anger of the gods. 3 mana to bolt everything on the battlefield, and you can cycle it away if you don't need it. Expensive cycling costs? Sure. But beyond useful for the control player who needs to cover all their bases. Which brings me to my main point. Many of the top tier decks coming into Hour of Devastation don't run copies of this card. I'm not saying the Suns isn't run at all, just that it isn't all that popular. Certainly not popular enough to justify being the 8th most purchased card in the last few weeks. This says something. This says that red-based control decks are absolutely going to be a thing. There's a lot of talk about blue-red control recently. Everyone seems to be building lists for that or Jeskai control. There are lists out there, and Sweltering Suns is on them. Take this as a warning. Control decks are coming out swinging with Hour. Things are about to get real nasty. We're going to group numbers 7 and 6 together, dispel at 7 and negate at 6. If we needed confirmation that control is making a push, this certainly helps. It's true that negate and dispel are both just good cards, they are, but to have a push on these two cards right now, players could have gotten these for months. They're commons. Why now? Because new standard is coming and blue players are stocking up. Team Energy, Blue-White Monument, and whatever new control variants we're about to look at all run these counters, along with most blue sideboards. Be ready for a format with a lot of spell hate. It's looking volatile. Cracking into our top 5 is Attune with Ether, the single green mana fixing spell that gives you energy. No downside. You get land and color security as well as a jumpstart on your energy production. It's just good all around. You've got green-black energy, Teamer energy, all rogue energy strategies. All of them run Attune. Teamer and green-black energy are two of the most popular decks going into the new format, and you can bet that players are going to run these variants until their noses bleed. Don't believe me? Look at number 4 on the list, Long Tusk Cub, but this clinches it for me. If you wanted to know what players are planning to do this weekend, energy is looking real attractive. The Cub brings a lot of potential energy on a cheap creature. You'll get counters on it quick and often, just a dangerous, unassuming cat. Cub and Attune being 4 and 5 respectively, it's hard to argue with those results. Now, the list isn't done yet. You ready for another surprise? 'Cause here it comes. Commit to Memory is number 3. Oh yeah, we're going deep now. Number 3. The third most bought standard card in the last few weeks. Commit to Memory. If this doesn't tell you that the tide is turning, I have no idea what will. Commit to Memory has been in a handful of winning lists for the past few months, but at 20 cents a piece on Magic Online and under $1 in paper, it's pretty safe to say that this thing is flying under the radar. 4 mana to tuck a spell or non-land permanent second from the top, and then Memory? The day's undoing of the set? An obviously powerful effect. The advantage to having Memory is that you get a whole other spell before you even cast it. It's the beauty of Aftermath. In slow games, Commit is going to counter something huge, potentially time-walking for you, or it's at least going to slow your opponent down. And then Memory? You get everything back, but this time a bunch of your lands are on the battlefield, so you'll be drawing way more gas. This is a blue player's dream. You want advance notice? You want in before everything goes crazy? Commit to Memory is about to blow up something huge. Control is coming back, people. Don't be the last one to jump on this train. We're into the top 2. Let's see if you can guess what's up here. Coming in at number 2 is Cast Out. Again, another card that leads us down the control path. Now, Cast Out has seen some play in Standard up to this point in random blue-white control decks or a blue-white monument, but nothing consistent. Certainly not enough to suspect that it would literally be the second most purchased Standard card coming into Hour of Devastation. A powerful flash in common, the card's versatility is what makes it dangerous. You can cycle it early if you need the extra card or you don't have a target. You can keep it and use it as a combat trick or wreck a planeswalker. There's a lot in this one card, and I'm not surprised players are noticing that. Another control card for sure. Alright, number 1, finally made it to the end. Can you guess which Standard card has been purchased in numbers unmatched by any other in the last few weeks? If you guessed Ether Hub, you'd be correct. The reason this is number 1 shouldn't be a surprise. Comes with enough energy to give you whichever color of mana you want once. Beyond that, energy decks will have enough energy to basically have a mana confluence. And some non-energy decks still run it for that valuable one-turn flexibility. Now, with all of that said, let's talk about what this list means, what we need to be ready for. Control and Energy are going to be hitting Standard hard. Energy is already the big strategy on campus, and you can expect the Loyalist to stay true, as well as a number of converts from pre-hour strategies. One thing we have to mention, based on this list, zombies seem to be on a decline. Players, at least on Magic Online, aren't picking up zombie cards. They just aren't, even the cheap ones. You'd think that Dread Wanderer would be somewhere on this list if zombies were increasing in number, or Diagraph Colossus or Lord of the Accursed, but nothing. It's basically all energy and control. Not only that, vehicles cards, those aren't being bought either. That could just be because that deck has been around for some time, but still, it makes you wonder. I honestly think we're about to see a lot of Teamer Energy, Green-Black Energy, and Blue-Red or Jeskai control lists. That's what the numbers tell us, and I don't often like to argue with numbers. So what do you think? Is this what you expected when you saw Hour of Devastation coming? Is this the type of metagame switch you were expecting? Honestly, I didn't expect zombies would lose so much favor so quickly. Not a single zombie card is on this list, truly baffling to me. Anyways, what are you going to play a new Standard? Have you figured it out? I'd love to hear what you have to say, so be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, get ready for a ton of deck techs. Where do you think we've been? Yeah, making decks, so look out for those. And, last thing, please click the first link in the description. It's a giveaway for an entire competitive Modern Collected Company deck worth hundreds of dollars, and I'll literally buy you Magic Online if you don't have it. Just click the link, you won't regret it. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.